everyone. Welcome back to Tristrike Tuesday number 21, Tower Control and Zones. I'm Sasu and I'm here with Sweet, and we are going to be bringing a gold bracket to you. But first of all, how are you doing, Sweet?
I'm alive, and I think that's really good. What about you, Sasu?
I too am arguably alive. Sometimes that's all you can ask for from people these days. So definitely glad to hear it. But we are going to be looking at treats after tricks, and Aurora here. Starting off on Tower Control Mako Mart. What are your thoughts about this map mode?
I think it's okay. Like, I don't hate it, but it's not like one of my favorites. I know it's like pretty popular though.
For me, honestly, as a Tri-Slosher user, Mako Mart very well favored.
Yeah,
by like
I see you. I know what you are.
I know what you are. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like with a blaster, a slosher of any sort, like this particular map mode can be so favored by AoE, and of course it's also tower. So because of like all of the ledges, and your ability to kind of just like camp under those, pressure back lines, and also, of course, clear an entire tower. I'm wondering if I'm going to see some AoE weapons from either of those teams.
Definitely. If they're not, I would actually be more surprised. Like, there's no way. At least one. There has to be one. And it's on tower too. Like,
yeah.
The blasters and sloshers, I fear they like it, which is probably why I hate tower. But
you fear?
Look, I'm a little junior player. I don't know what you want from me.
Oh, you just want to bubble the tower and make it tough on all of four AoE players.
I get my bubble. I throw bombs. I don't know what else my team wants from me. But
honestly, the other day I was watching a set, and much to my surprise, usually when we're on Mako Mart, I'm always expecting some AoE. It just feels so good to sometimes you'll even see like a dynamo, because just having this like wall of paint, being able to go like on top of these stacks and behind and stuff like that is so useful. You called it. We are seeing two sloshers and a blaster, another blaster on the side of. So we are definitely, interestingly enough, we do have that heavy edit on the side of Aurora. I too am a heavy edit player. It can be very tough to play Mako Mart with a slosher, not a slosher, my apologies, with a splatling, due to not being able to hold that charge unless you're on a Nautilus. But as you can see, we already have a back and forth sort of here, two going down on the side of each team. We already have Rock Poggy here with that jump out, because there's just a lot going on, sneaking on to this this stack here, but going down, two down on the side of treats after tricks. But they're finally, Aurora is able to kind of take that space, keep enough of them down, and go towards this first checkpoint.
I mean, honestly, they're just chilling. Like, they got the cooler, they're juicing, they have the drugs, guys. And however, there are 3 down on Aurora, so Funky will be jumping back. Thank God. That's a good jump, like really good.
Yeah, I guess, they didn't have the juice.
Yeah. They didn't have the juice, but they got back. Treats after tricks is like coming back into mid. They are contesting for tower, at least. Advantage, perhaps.
Yeah, but I'm seeing on Aurora, they do have that cooler out, definitely enabling several members of their team to be able to get this aggression in and push, get on top of those stacks and take that space. I am seeing a lot of orange here, 2 down on the side of treats after tricks. So with 2 of them down, I'm sure they can't really push, putting out those tri-strikes to take that space and make it difficult for Aurora to continue to push them back. Definitely really great with getting 2 down on Aurora, but still it's kind of a back and forth, both of them trying to contest mid, take this space, but it seems as though, I don't know, they're not getting a lot of like value off of
Yeah.
these
Oh no, for
picks.
sure.
Sort
Yeah.
of, we're down to checkpoint one, but nobody is on this tower. It's going to make its way back to mid, and with 3 down and a wipeout from Aurora, now's their chance to make their lead even larger.
I mean, oh, the zip is coming out from Aurora. Treats after tricks is like trying to defend. 2 down on both sides. They are still pushing though, so will they get? Oh, they do get off the tower. That's actually kind of sad, but they're
Honestly, to me, a little bit expected. They are at checkpoint 2
2.
here, and
Yeah,
I find checkpoint 2 on Mako Mart
very,
definitely
very.
easily one of the hardest to break. It's super defender focused here, but treats after tricks showing, yeah, we were defending. You went to that dreaded checkpoint 2. We're going to see if we can try our hand at getting at that checkpoint 2 by having 3 down on the side of Aurora. And it seems as though they're having trouble dropping into mid. Treats after tricks, kind of this big wall, so to speak, here. They're having trouble dropping on the side of Aurora. And I think Treats after tricks making their way to that second checkpoint. But like I said before, that second checkpoint, it can be a curse and it can be very difficult to break through. It seems that Treats after tricks has not been able to break it either, even though they've gotten their score down. They're definitely on their way to getting closer to Aurora's score.
Oh, the zip coming out from Aurora again. Like, yeah, no, this is very defensive heavy, like right now. But 2 are down on both sides. Treats after tricks is going to continue pushing this. They do get a pick here. The flank coming from Aurora, which does prevent their push, unfortunately. And Aurora will be, I think, taking advantage here. Or at least, oh yeah, the crab's coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of offensive pressure from Aurora to have this crab here, and they're definitely going to need it. We're looking at about 30 seconds left in this match. With the scores relatively close, but when you get a wipeout with just 20 seconds to go, you are definitely in a good place. But they're going to have to watch themselves, Aurora, because they are contesting up against this dread that has its reef slider. Several of the members of Treats After Tricks, no doubt, getting their specials. Strikes also on the side of Treats After Tricks, and 3 members down. So just like that, the tables turn. It's their turn to push now and see if they can use these specials to take that space and hopefully eke out the small lead that they're going to need in order to take it. And with 1 member going down, I'm starting to think maybe they might be able
Oh,
to
they
get it, but
didn't get it in time. Oh
it's
my
the
god, they were like
GG
15
Booyah.
to 46. That was really close.
Honestly, that's why sometimes you queue in and you see, as much as I was talking about that AoE, there's something to be said for having those GG Booyahs and those
Yeah.
GG strikes, because if they didn't have those ready, if they were able to get the pick on who had that Booyah, it would have been game, but that game is going to go to Aurora.
Now we're on Splat Zone's ship shape. One of my favorite stages ever. Oh my god. Or maybe it's just because I'm a junior, guys. Look, I literally just paint and put a bubble in zone. I'm done. I'm set. But what are your thoughts on this?
No, especially I was thinking this is a really strong map mode, particularly for Bubble. With the rise of people using mint decals, I wouldn't be
Oh, yes.
surprised to see someone switching onto that because, as you know, the zone here, very narrow. Also very easy to cheese with reef sliders. So I'm wondering if we're going to see that dread switch or, in my opinion, very wisely stick so that they can just reef slider that zone and practically cap it in one go. And auto really switch it over. It can be so frustrating when you're doing really great and you have the entire team down, but God forbid you didn't kill the dread. They're still up. They've got their special and they can just whiz past you and snatch the zone away from you, even though you punish them immediately after. So I'm curious to see what people are going to switch to, because another thing I often say about zone ship shape is he who controls the stacks
Yeah.
controls
Oh,
the
of course.
zone.
Yeah, for sure.
So if mhm.
Somewhere in my heart, I hope one of these teams play double bubble. I know that
Oh
comp
my
has
gosh.
it's been increasing in popularity recently. So maybe we'll see, guys. Just saying. That's just a me thing, though.
You're just a big bubble fan.
I'm just a bubble.
Is that your medal? Number
It
one
is
bubble fan?
number one bubble fan. It should be my title, actually.
I will say, I know if I'm playing and we queue up and I see double bubble, I will not be happy. But
Let me see. Oh,
unfortunately, you're
you
not
have gray.
necessarily going to get your way. No double bubble here. Actually, no bubbles, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
online here. We still are going to have those strikes. Those strikes are going to be super helpful for getting that zone. This is a rather small zone here. Two already down on the side of Treats after tricks, but they are sort of holding at their space, waiting for their teammates to come back, and they're already able to get two down on the side of Aurora too. But there is a rather not a crab in play, but they did have their crab, but they did go down. But it's just a lot of back and forth here with Treats after tricks kind of moving their way up here, trying to take this space in this court, because once you have a team pushed back in ship shape zones, it's going to be very hard for them to get back into mid with you there waiting for them in their court. But already they're able to get that flip. I didn't even necessarily see how they were able to get it, but
I'm pretty sure one flank. Yeah, they are flanking here from Aurora.
yeah,
Yeah,
wow. A lot of a lot of back and forth. We have that reef
it
slider
is.
there to take that space after the zone. And once again, we're seeing Aurora kind of
Oh, there's
not
a
kind of
wipe.
being wiped.
Oh
Uh
my god.
so now treats after tricks going to take that space, move up for their teammates to come back in here so that they can hopefully put the kibosh on their push, but they aren't looking out for Taysun here, who is on that V slosh trying to keep this space. Like I said, he who controls the stacks controls the zone, but they unfortunately are not able to take that stack. But it doesn't matter because their teammates are able to pick up that slack, move in, get those picks, and now even Treats after tricks, really solid push and hold there, getting all the way down to 28. But it's going to be Aurora's turn to try and push them into their own plat.
I mean, right here we're just seeing Aurora pop like almost all their specials in like a nice consecutive manner where they'll be able to play off, but two are down on both teams. Aurora's still in control, and Treats After Tricks is attempting to break in, but they're having some difficulty with, yeah, three down on their team. We'll see if they can bring it back together and hopefully make another push to contest Aurora's lead here now.
Yeah, Aurora, we do have a lead switch here. As a reminder, I think Aurora was at 100, so they didn't have to
Yeah.
worry about any penalty points. So Treats after tricks gonna absolutely have to die for the zone here if they're hoping to
Oh,
switch
and they
it, and
didn't
it's
make it
just not
happen, which is really
enough.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think they had the specials ready to sort of deal with that there. And when you're coming up against, it may look like, well, they made it down to 28. They've got it made in the shade. But when you wipe on a place like here where you have to drop in order to get into zone, and you're coming up against a team that has no penalty to make it through, that could be very tough. It goes by super fast. And yeah, that's that game.
That's the
I
round.
think it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Congrats to both teams. They both played really well. Like, both of their coordination was really, like, good. I can't think of any other better adjectives for this right now.
Listen,
Spectacular, even, dare say.
when it's good, it's good. And
True.
that's sometimes that's all you have to say, because there's a lot of coordination, a lot of strong gameplay we saw there. And despite the 2-0, these were some these were some good games, but we are going to go to a short break,
Okay.
and we will
All
be back with you.
right. We'll see you guys.
See you soon.
Hopefully.